Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another video and it's time for another Strictly review. Episode 5, I think. Yes, I've watched the first week of the show now. I have to say it was a really good show this first week. Actually, they were really all good, actually. I was pleasantly surprised by all the couples. Last night I've watched it. But no, it was a really good first week. Pleasantly surprised, actually. Yeah, so I'm going to go each routine bit by bit, what I liked the most from each couple and what I didn't like. So first was Jamie and Karen doing a cha-cha-cha to Baby, I can be too low. What you think about things, believe me. We're one step closer to getting Eurovision week on Strictly. But yes, I was surprised, as probably you are. A Eurovision song was played on Strictly, which rarely happens apart from that Gina G song from Stacey and Kevin's Salsa in Blackpool a couple of years ago. But it was a pleasant surprise, especially from a song that was going to Eurovision that was cancelled. So, and perfect timing as well, because Daddy is coming to Eurovision 2021 for Iceland again, which was good timing, I guess. Yes, I'd say it opened the show. At least it was nice to see Jamie actually have a chance to dance on Strictly this year. The cha-cha was good. It was a decent, good cha-cha. It was a bit flat-footed. He came 11th on the leaderboard. I think going on first might have done. I think if he, I don't know, maybe if it was on later, maybe he would have done better. I think it's hard going on first because you don't know what the rest of the competition is, especially when you're the first one opening the series. So was not the best cha-cha of the night. It was second to last. But that being said, remember Chris and Karen last year, they were second to last on the first week leaderboard and then they made it all the way to semis. So the only way is up for them. It wasn't bad, but could have been better, I thought. And then we had Caroline and Johannes doing American Smooth. It was really nice. I love that Caroline's really loves to dance and she got really emotional for the first week. It was a decent, nice American Smooth. Out of the two American Smooths we saw in week 1, it was the best one. It had a lot of heart in it. It had really a lot of heart into it, which was nice to see. And I think Caroline Johannes might go quite far in this competition. Watch this space. And then we had Max and Diane doing a tango. It was a good tango again. Max does look a bit nervous, but he'll hopefully will control his nerves soon. He'll get used to it all. He continued despite the injury. Could you see he injured, I think, his hand or something, but he still went ahead. I think if it was he injured his leg or something, maybe that could have affected him more, but as it was just his hand, it was alright, which was good enough. Surprised they didn't even mention that at all with the VT, or nobody talked about it. Yeah, a broken arm, but everything's fine. But no, it was a good tango. He played the character well. He was a bit nervous. But yeah, it was good. And then up next was Clara and Aliash doing a cha-cha-cha. I like this cha-cha. This was the best cha-cha-cha of the night. Out of the 3 we had, this was the best cha-cha-cha. Clara had so much energy, so much enthusiasm. She had chemistry with Aliash. And I love when she's just celebrating and at the end and her legs were just flicking on. She's really excited about Strictly. It was a good first routine. I'm surprised it didn't actually open the show. I really thought that would be such a good opener to the show. But yeah, definitely best cha-cha of the first week. I predict good things for these two, actually. I really enjoyed it. She made me happy as well, which was good. And then we had Jackie and Anton doing a foxtrot. You know, when they walked down the stairs at the start of the show, I thought, and I saw those costumes, I thought, oh no, what has Anton forced Jackie to do? But actually, it was actually, surprise, not that bad. It was, we didn't see Anton coming from Jackie's skirt or Jackie's dress. She didn't have a pineapple on head. It was actually a decent foxtrot routine. Actually, it was not that bad. It was not the car crash we all predicted it was going to be for week one. It was actually a decent foxtrot. They really overtopped the theming of the politician and the election theming, but it's week one, so they can get over that. It was a bit stiff in places. Oh, but she had to use props as well, which was very difficult in week one. So yeah, they had all hats and canes. All went out there. Actually, it was not that bad. Actually, I'm happy they did ballroom week one because I think it was. Oh God, they're going to do Latin next week, aren't they? Oh, that's the week. Oh, I probably had the samba. Oh, or Paso Doble, let it be a Paso Doble or something like that. But they still finished bottom of the leaderboard with only 13 points. At least it wasn't a combined 7, which was good. That's next week, probably the Latin. But this was nice. I'm happy they did ballroom week one. Not to have the joke card out week one. But it was actually a decent foxtrot for week one, which I was happy to see. Then we had JJ and Amy, which was all, and they did a waltz. Very surprised by JJ. I was worried he was going to finish near the bottom. In fact, he actually finished quite near the top half. I think 6th actually. Got 19 points. It was a nice, emotional waltz. Actually, it was a really good waltz. I think that was his dance. That was his dance. I really enjoyed it. Really nice. Had a lot of heart to it, which was very nice as well. And then we had Maisie and Gorka with their samba, and I have to say, if there was any celeb that was going to do a samba week one, it was going to be Maisie. The girl can dance. The girl can dance. That samba was really good. It was really epic. She had all the moves. Yeah, she's going to the final. She is going to the final, and she's going to be a big contender. I knew she was. She came so close to topping the leaderboard. I really thought she was going to be at the end of the night. I really thought she was going to top the leaderboard, but then Harvey and Jeanette just snuck in there at the end. But really good, really good. I think it's going to be interesting her ballroom next week. But yeah, really promising stuff from those two. And then we had Jason and Luba doing American Smooth. Obviously, the American has to do the American Smooth week one. Yeah, it was good. There was lifts. I have to say I prefer Caroline and Johannes' American Smooth for week one. But it was decent. I did kind of forget about them after they performed though. That's not a good sign. But hopefully we'll get to know them. I do worry about Jason's public vote, considering I don't know how big a fan base he's got over here than in America. But we'll wait and see till next week. But they're promising. At least Luba's having a bit more of a chance this year than she did last year, which is good. And then next was Ranvi and Giovanni with Paso Doble. Actually, another surprise. That was her dance. Ranvi was Paso Doble was her dance. She really got into character. She looked very serious, you know. Not easy. First 20 seconds of a routine on her own. Not easy, throwing her in the deep end, but it was really good. I have to say, in parts, she did look. It was a bit slow, a bit stiff. I don't know. It's just me, but it just looked a bit stiff in parts. But in other parts, it actually looked really good. I liked her playing the character was really good. She played the character strong, actually. I love that ending part. I like the beginning. I love her moving the skirt around, actually. She played the character really well. Yeah. And then we had Nicola and Katia doing a quick step. I really enjoyed it. Katia's such a good choreographer. She really is. She knows how to do these dances. Choreographer. I can't speak. Do these routines. She's very clever. And yeah, first ever female same-sex coupling on Strictly, first routine, and it was really good actually. I like that they didn't drag on about it. Like, thank goodness they didn't go and have these big rainbow pride flags and go on about it. No, they just, it's there. They didn't go on about it, on and on and on about it. They just did it, and good on them actually. It was a good routine. Yeah, and I was really interested how it was going to work out, and it worked out really well. They look like a good partnership as well, good chemistry from those two actually as well. So yeah. Then we had Bill and Oaty doing a cha-cha to Una Butter, Patter Patter, one of my mum's favourite songs as well. It was a nice cha-cha, lots of fun, a lot of humour. Free from Craig, really? I thought it deserved better, but maybe the hips could have been a bit better, but it had fun. It was fun. It was enjoyable. And then the final routine was Harvey and Jeanette's jive. The boy can dance. The boy can dance. Those kicks, the flicks, the jive was on point. I really enjoyed it. I knew it was going to get 8 or 9 week one. It deserves 8. It deserved to be on the top of the leaderboard. Did it deserve a 9? Is it too early for a 9? Well, there's only 9 weeks on Strictly this year, so who knows? It deserved to be good. Maybe it's a bit too early for a 9 week one. Maybe week 2, maybe. But how is he going to go up from here? That's the big thing. That's the big question. How is he going to do in Ballroom next week? We don't know. But I predict he's going to go to the final. Yeah, another contender, really. I have to say, okay, week 1 was a really good week, actually. I think with this week, they all had dances like that they could do for week 1, that were either their favourites or they really suited those routines. It'd be interesting next week when the ones that did ballroom this week will do Latin next week, and the ones that did Latin this week will do ballroom next week. No, it was a really good show, actually. We only had 3 judges, but even so, it was a score out of 30, and yeah. I like, there's lots of changes, and I thought they really did actually. It was nice to see an audience as well on the show. I like that they put the contestants where the audience usually are. That filled the space a little bit more, which was nice to see. And I like they showed a little replay of, while the couple goes up the stairs, the replay of the routine to refresh your memory. I think that's very nice. And I'm happy they have got people in the audience as well. It's either that or canned laughter, and obviously didn't go for the Dancing with the Stars. No audience. That would, oh gosh, with the loud canned laughter. No, I'm happy they didn't go down that route. And we've got people in the audience and NHS staff as well, which was nice to see, and friends and family in the audience as well, even though they wear masks, but it will have to do, I guess. But yeah, they worked, actually, it was actually quite nice to see a lot of people in one room. But no, it was a great first week. Great first week on Strictly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the series, and hopefully we're going to have good routines. But what do you think? Comment down below in the comment section below. Like this video if you want. Subscribe to my channel if you want. I'll be back for more content very soon. So who will be out first? I still think Jackie and Anton will be out first. I think, yeah, they're going to have Latin next week. I still think, even though their routine this week wasn't too bad, they've got a long way to go, and I don't see another couple unless Jason and Lou, but they will be saved by the judges though, even if they are in the bottom 2. But I do predict Jack and Anton time on Strictly will be brief. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!